Welcome back, guys. So, today I'm gonna be counting on the best 10 episodes of 2017. So, it was a year full of the Tournament of Power, the the starting episodes, and then the whole Tournament of Power thing. There was 7 months of Tournament of Power from June to December. So, without any further ado, let's just get on with it. So, the first favorite episode of mine is episode 82, which had the great battle between Goku and Toppo, where Goku was about to show his Gaioken times 20, and according to me, that was what he was going to show. And Goku was very powerful. And Goku is much powerful than Toppo at this point. I think he's pretty great. So, uh, not much to talk about this episode. It was a great episode. The next episode is episode 91. Now, it was also a great episode. Now, the reason is it's had the fight between Hit versus Frost, where Hit became serious for a second. Now, the episode also had after scenes of seven, but the main star of this episode was episode 90. Was the fight between Hit and Frost, because it was a great fight, and the reason I enjoyed the episode was because the Hit versus Frost fight, and the reason was it was one of the best episodes um, in the Tournament of Power starters. I think I enjoyed it a lot, and if you all didn't enjoy it, it's not a big problem. Everyone has their own opinion. I think it was a great episode because of the hit versus Frost fight. Now, the next episode I liked was episode 95, which had the true golden Frieza, where Frieza went on a rampage and killed so many bystanders, and I literally enjoyed it because it was very awesome just to see how just to see how like Frieza killed them all. It was a great experience to see Frieza like literally going on a rampage and killing so many people and showing us the power of true Golden Frieza, which we wanted to see. We wanted more from Frieza, and that was he gave. Now, that was not the only thing that happened in episode 95. In episode 95, what else happened was the great thing of Goku versus Frieza. It was a great fight. It lasted for less than a minute, but it was a great fight. The next episode in this countdown is episode one, none other than episode 104. No, the reason this is in the list is because it had great things in it. Now, the reason was that episode 104 was a great episode because of the Goku Super Saiyan God returning. I enjoyed it a lot because why the Super Saiyan God returned. I think it was great to see it return, and how Hit used his high time skip and same muscle to attack technique. I enjoyed it a lot. I think that there's going to be something which is going to be greater than this pretty soon. I think this was one of the best episodes until then, and the next episode in this list is, guys, I think you'll know it. It is none other than the 1 hour special, which was episode 109 and 110. So the episode was the 1 hour special, or the two episodes was so great, which had great animation by Yuya Takahashi. Guys, I cannot describe how he had animated that episode. It was so great. I enjoyed it a lot. It was the best. It was the best episode till then. It was the best episode in the whole of Dragon Ball Super, if you ask me for me. Now, your decision may differ, but I think it was a great episode. The 1 hour special was very much great. I think it just made me like, wow, that was amazing. But there was one or two episodes which just exceeded the 1 hour special by a little gap, and I'm gonna tell you all why they exceeded in a minute. In a single minute. So next episode, it was the next episode. Next episode, which is my favorite, is episode 111, which was the Hit versus Jiren fight, which was awesome, which was completely awesome. I enjoyed it so much. The way Hit used his iron cage, which was such a great thing, and Jiren breaking out of it. Now, in the last episode, also, there was great animation, Goku Ultra Instinct, and the Jiren versus Goku fight. And I think it was very great to see how Hit did a pretty good job against Jiren. Now, no one had expected that from Hit, to be honest, except a few of fans like me. No, if you ask me, guys, I am more of a guy who will focus on characters that are minor in the series. No, Hit was not that of a major character. Obviously, he was included in the series very much. But let's go on to the next episode without any further ado. And that is episode 114, which was amazing. Yuya Takahashi returned and he just did it, guys. He did it with absolute perfect animation and with the great shooting scenes and the great storyline. I think it was the overall. I would rate it. I would. If these all episodes were given a rating according to me, for me, all of these episodes were 5 on 5. Now, the reason why these all are 5 on 5, because the I'm rating these episodes on base of the animation, on base of the storyline, plus on the base of the character involvement. Now, there was great character involvement in all of these episodes. Now, in episode 95, it was a great character involvement, where Frieza talked to Cedra and all, and I loved it. So I even loved 98, but I didn't include it in the series because it got 4.34. So next episode is episode 116, where Goku did the best Kamehameha. It was the number one Kamehameha in the world. It was the best one. It was the best till then, and I think it's gonna be the best one. It was like at point blank range, Goku hit the Kamehameha, and it was so great, guys. I enjoyed it so much. So much. I loved it a lot, guys. It was the best thing I could have received. Now, this episode was not animated by Yuya Takahashi, sadly, but this episode also had great animation. Now, this episode just made it because of the great storyline. It exceeded every other storyline, and that's why it is on the next. So the next episode is none other than episode 118, where there was a farewell to Chamba, and I almost cried at the scene. There was almost like water in my tears in my eyes, and I was like, what can I do over this episode? It was so great the first time I watched it. And second time I watched it, I enjoyed it more. Now, the reason I watch episodes again and again is to enjoy them, to live them, and to see some secrets I didn't notice. Now, I think uh, the way the both universes accepted the erasure was pretty great compared to the next episode, which was according to I rated every single episode in the year of 2030, and the next 119 got 0.5 ratings. I can't believe it. So, without further ado, let's go on to the last episode, which is the episode number 121. Now, I have ranked them in chronological order just because to give you all um, a greater experience. Now, this was the last episode of the year, and it came onto the list just because of the great thing that was there in this episode. Guys, five God tier characters versus the fusion. No, I forgot the fusion of Kefla in episode 116, which was it was actually in 114 and 116. Also, it was there 116. Now, I absolutely enjoyed Kefla's power, and uh, talking about 121, guys, it was an amazing episode. The reason was it had so much great things that I could not expect of it. Now, when I received the spoilers for 121, I thought it's just gonna be a normal episode of 4. If I would have given a rating it was of that stage, I would have given it a rating of like 3.5 or something, but it had a 5 on 5 just because of the scenes it had, like Golden Frieza. We had full power, we had Ultimate Gohan, Super Saiyan Blue, Goku and Vegeta, and Android 17 and his full power, just taking the revenge of his sister. Now that was very great, and that is where my top 10 end. I think it was 2017 was a very great year for the Animal Super episodes, and I think there are going to be even greater episodes this year. So I think I'm gonna obviously include the Vegeta versus Jiren episode in next year's thing if Dragon Ball Super runs still, then obviously. But I think it overall, um, this year was great, and as always, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Until the next Dragon Ball video, bye.